The survival garden. Haven't done one of these in a while. Sweet potatoes are doing really great. And the rabbits love the leaves off of these. So, if nothing else, I'm growing them sweet potatoes just to feed the rabbits the leaves. And they're doing great. They do, like I said, sweet potatoes down here do great in the heat with all this rain. Sweet potatoes is your, in my opinion, in a survival situation in Florida, I would concentrate big time on growing sweet potatoes. You can eat the leaves. Now, even though the sweet potato is from the nightshade family, which, that's not good, but I've never had any problem eating them leaves. Little Miss Prepper's never had any problem eating them leaves. I've seen other survivalists do challenges down here in Florida and just live off their garden, and the sweet potato leaves is really what got them through. So, it's what it is. Now these, that guy, he would have been well off if he'd have known about growing these. These things right here ain't got no stickers on there, and they grow great. They were given to me by some Latino friends, and man, these things are delicious. You just cut them up and cook them. They're great, and they don't require no maintenance. Bugs don't bother them. You just break one off and just break one off, stick it in the ground, and that'll grow a whole nother plant. Now, there's some old taters right there. I'm just letting go to rot, and going to use that, for the turn. Eventually, it'll turn into dirt. But my turmeric, man, it's kicking ass. See, this is the first time I ever grew this stuff, but I have noticed if I get that turmeric and slice it real thin and eat it, it does help with my inflammation. Because, man, you can't live my lifestyle and not, used to be a pro MMA fighter, will still MMA fight. If there's anybody, any of my buddies, y'all want to step in that cage, it's nothing personal. We'll just get in there and get it done. I'm cool with that. Matter of fact, if you're watching my channel, because I do have people watch my channel just because they don't like me. If you don't like me, find you a real good fighter, and I'll fight his ass in the cage. He can fight in your stay. I'm cool with that. But yeah, you can hire a champion to fight in your stay if you got a problem with me. I got no problem with that. And if he wins, well, then you're right. That's the way it works. To the victor goes the spoils. And if someone says I'm wrong and they want to fight me about it, hell, might as well keep it legal and have fun and take it to the cage and get her done. And whoever wins is right. But that stuff right there, I mean, that's a go-to. I mean, it just grows like crazy. And it's very edible. It's delicious. Here's that wild edible plant. It just took over. Actually, I've been just throwing stuff in there, turning it into mulch. But this plant right here grows wild everywhere in Florida. If you know this one thing, if you get nothing else from this video, and you live in Florida, and it may grow in other states, you will never starve to death. Literally, this stuff grows everywhere. Now, if you had to, hell, you can pick it right offside the road. But in foraging, I've learned you want to kind of get away from the road because there's so much contaminant washing off that road that, plants absorb their environment. So I get as far away from the road as I could to pick them. They'd be more cleaner. And I mean inside, cleaner inside, because the plant does suck up whatever it's growing in. If it's growing in toxic stuff, you're going to end up eating toxic stuff. This plant right here, it grows everywhere in Florida. And it's got the 6 times the nutrition in it as spinach. You just cook it just like spinach. 6 times the nutrition. no pesticides, grows great. You don't even have to grow it. It's just, it grows everywhere on its own. So that's a survival. And down in the South, if you know to eat this shit grows everywhere. You'll never starve to death. If you don't know nothing else but that, you'll do good. Then, you know, if I was a beginning prepper, the first thing I would get for a projectile weapon, because in prepping, you're going to want to sit still in your yard and shoot anything that moves in a grid down situation. All North American birds are edible. Just sit still, shoot the birds, shoot the squirrels, shoot the rabbits, and anything else that comes in your yard, and that'll extend your food preps, or if you have none, that'll keep you alive. So I'm just in the video making a move today. You know, I got to have my flag up, baby. All American. And just a little look at the neglected survival garden of mine. But sweet potatoes doing great. I kind of paranoid about growing this plant because it looks so much like pie. I don't want someone thinking I'm up here growing weed, because it's not. That's not weed, but it damn sure kind of looks like it to the untrained eye. Anyway, yeah, that right there, them sweet potatoes kicking ass. If you live down here, plant you some turmeric. It is kicking ass. I just bought it from Publix and planted it. And like I said, that is the best thing that I know for inflammation. You eat that stuff, and it just it makes your swelling go down. It's a medicine plant. With that, see, I got a few sprouting up over there too. With that, it's All American Prepper. Stay strapped, stay ready, stay self-reliant. Have a blessed day.